Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Something a little different today. We're not going to be doing a drive. We're not going to be in the shop. Rather, I wanted to take the time to address, well, basically the same question from a few different people. This, obviously, if you've watched the title, it's about Jab Modshop's custom garage rework. And I'm going to talk you a little bit through what it is, why you might want it, how to get it installed, and all the customizations. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Timestamps down below in the description so you can hop ahead if you already know certain parts, and feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments if you want me to do any follow-up or anything down in the comments. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you saw from that quick intro, we are here at the custom garage rework. What is it? Okay, so Jab Modshop has basically created an alternative for you for the base SCS garages. These are at the same locations where you would normally buy a garage in-game. So instead of having that giant building and the little gas area over in the corner and no room to be able to maneuver if you're passing through the garage, especially if you have a long trailer, this is set up a lot more like a typical garage in real life would be, where you do have the options to park tons and tons of trailers. And so that's basically what it is. Wherever you would have an SCS garage, if you upgrade it, boom, you get the this custom reworked yard. Basically, it's not even really a garage, it's a whole yard. And obviously you can customize the trailers, you can customize the names on all the signs, and there's a sign right there for your company, and you also get two more right outside here. So lots of different options. How do we actually get it started? Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, you got to go to Jab Modshop Facebook page, and at the top here under the featured section right over here, you want to scroll through a few and we'll see SCS Garage Rework updates. Currently we are looking at version 1.1, so it's a fairly new mod. I mean, I think it's been around probably, I want to say 5 months, 6 months, something like that. And if we look, we have the mod link. This is absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything to get this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on here, on this little link, and it's going to take me into Google Drive. I just click right here and download everything. Now, there are going to be multiple components, as you can see here. We're going to get different variations, different options that we have. You're not just going to install one mod. You're actually going to install various features. For example, you're going to choose the building paint you want, building trim paint, the building roof paint, the fence paint, the different spawn rates, the parked trailers, the door paint, and the skins open def, and I'll discuss that. You even have a little swatch here that can guide you through what the different colors are, and of course a README. The README is actually pretty important, and I'm actually going to be referencing the README as we go along step by step. So once we download everything, we'll have the SCS Garage Rework right here. Go ahead and double click. Open that. SCS Garage Rework, and here are all of our options. Now there's one that you can drag and drop right away. We're looking for SCS files. What you want to do is take this one that says ATS SCS Garage Rework, and you just drag and drop it right over to your mod folder. I'm not going to do that because it's already there. What else do we drag over into the mod folder? It's all of these options, but these aren't SCS files. That's because you have options. Let's go over and look at the checklist. So if we look over here in the README file, we have all of the different parts that this is made of. The main mod, the building paint, that actually corresponds with all the folders that we're going to be working with. I think it's probably best to just scroll down here and talk about the recommended load order, because as I'm just going to reference that section. That's also what we're going to go over when we get into the game and we load the mods, because it has to be in a specific order. All of these are different things that you are going to be loading. Some of them are optional, some of them are required. Obviously we've got the main mod down here, but everything else are just options. So let's go over that now. So we want to start, the first one we have is spawn rates. Now if we go into the spawn rates folder, which is right here, go ahead and open it up. And then we see we have low, medium, medium high, and medium low. Basically what you're saying here is how many of these parked trailers and trucks do you want to be shown in your yard. If you're working with a slower computer, you might want to be aiming more on the low to medium, low. For everyone else that has a pretty decent computer, you're not having any problems with drop frame rates or anything. Medium and medium high will be just fine. I personally am running it on medium high and I don't have any problems. It's not like these things are dynamic and they're moving in and out of the yard. It's pretty much just how everything spawns in there while you're in that yard. So what you want to do is open up your mods folder again, and then so you decide I'm going to pick medium high. So this is the one you want to just drag and drop over to your mod folder. All right, so now we've taken care of spawn rate. What's the next thing? So next thing, so coming at a later date, they're going to do, you can customize the truck skins with an open def. That's coming later. Right now, the thing that we want to be doing is the trailer skin open def. So we come back in here, go back a folder. Yeah, we'll see skins open def. Go ahead and double click on that. And this is the one we want. We want the trailer skin right here. And if we open that, we go to Vehicle, Trailer, Company, and this first one, SCS GRW. Go ahead and open that. Mine just defaults to paint.net. And this is your basic template. This is where you would put in your own design for the trailer itself. So as of right now, if you didn't change this, this is the one that will be showing. I do have something overriding mine, so it's not going to be showing this. That's why you were able to see the Freebird Transport logo all over. Okay, let's close that up. What is next after trailer skin open def? Okay, so once you've done all the editing that you want for the custom trailer skin, then you can just go ahead and make sure it's saved to the same name and just leave it in here. Because if we go back to the parent folder here, the parent folder has this Rework trailer skins. Everything is contained in here. Oops. And this is the one that we are going to click and drag over to your mod folder. All right. We dragged over two things so far. It's the spawn rates and the trailer skin open def. The next one on the list is signs open def. This is optional, but this is how we're going to design the custom sign that we want. How do we do that? So we already saw that we had the trailer skin. Now we want to do the rework signs. And again, I'll show you where this is again. This is your main folder with all your options. Again, skins, open def. Now we want to go to rework signs. Go ahead and open that. And once we open that up, we want to go to the prefab folder. This is the template that you can change. Garage. And there you have signs.dds. Again, this will open up in paint.net for me. Maybe it's another program that you have assigned. This is where your main company sign is going to go. If you were looking at it as if you were driving into the gate, remember there was a sign on the right. That would be this one here along the fence. And this is the long one to the left if you're entering the yard. So you can customize this. This is your template. Once you get it done, make sure you save it. Just save it as the same name, signs.dds. You don't need this anymore. We were all within the garage rework signs. At this point, you've made your customization to the signs, the skins, and then you would just click and drag over to your mod folder. We've now already done 3. We've done the spawn rate, the trailer skins, and the signs open def. What is next on the list? Well, next on the list, it says coming at a later date, you will be able to skin the parked trucks. Right now, you can put parked trucks in there, but you can't skin them. So let's go on to the next one, and that would be the parked trailers. For this, we want to go back to that root and go to parked trailer SCS files. And here are all of our options. Maybe we want bulk feed, chemical tank, container garage, so on, flatbed, fuel tank, livestock, whatever type of trailer you want to show up. Like in mine, I have the box trucks, and I have like, I think 15 of them loaded in. So you pick whichever one you want. Keep in mind, if you pick something like a lowboy or a flatbed, well, those are probably not going to be as intense in this skinning area. You really see it a whole lot more if you have like tankers, box trucks, things like that, where you can actually see on the side. That's why I have the box truck chosen. By the way, I wanted to point out that the signs, like the main company sign, the signs on the left and the right when you enter, as well as the skins that go on the trailers in my garage, were all created for me by Polly's Custom Skins. Great job on that, and I appreciate it so much. It really brings everything to life. So everything's got Freebeard Transport written all over it. All right, so you go ahead and just pick whichever one you want. Maybe you want, let's say you want fuel tanks. Just click and drag over to your mod folder. Now let's see what's next on the list. All right, so we just did park trailers. Now we have building paint. And then we go back to the root and we see building paint. Here are our options: ash gray, Aztec gold, burgundy. And you can always refer, by the way, we go back one level. We can always go back in and see the color choices. Maybe open this one up as well. And we can see what all of those different colors are. So I have fern green chosen for all of mine. Go figure, green. That's kind of my theme. But here are all the different colors that you can use, just kind of a swatch list real fast. Anyway, we'll go ahead and close that now. So we do want to do the building paint. Basically pick your color, click and drag it over to your mod. It's really that simple. That's all you're really doing. Let's go back a level because the next one that we're going to is going to be the building trim paint. All right, going back down the list, we just did building paint, so now it's building trim paint. Same thing that we've done for all the rest of these. We're going to open the folder, pick our option, and that's the one we drag in. All right, building trim paint, open the folder, pick which one you want, click and drag it over to the mod folder. And that's basically what's going to be going on for all these options. When you are picking the park trailers, you're picking the building paint, basically just go ahead and go right down this list here. This is showing you the actual order that you need to load it in for your mods too. But building paint is your option. Building trim paint, that's up to you. Building roof paint, building door paint, fence paint. You have all of these options. You just do the same thing. Open the folder, pick the one you want, the SCS file for whatever color, drag it over to the mod folder and repeat. All the way down to the main mod, which is going to be loaded into your mod folder as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in the mod section. All right, so let's take a look at how we have them arranged in the mod. And I'm pretty much following the same checklist that is that we were going down. It's the README file when you download it. And this is really just going down the list. We need to make sure, again, spawn rates. I've chose medium high. Then we need to do the trailer skin. This is the one, it doesn't actually have the same name because this was reworded. The title of it was reworded by Polly's Custom Skins. And then the next thing that we have is the skins open def. So there's my garage signs. Then we have the park trailers. Mine happened to be the dry van option. Then we have building paint. So I went ahead and went with fern green. Building trim paint. I actually opted not to do a specific trim or roof paint, which are the next two on the list. But I do have a door paint. That one's going down there. And then we have a fence paint. And then the very base is our main mod that we're doing. So that's pretty much it. Once all of these things are installed in the same order that they appear in the README file that you download, you're all good to go. But that's basically how you do it. You got your main mod, and the rest of it is all up to you how you pick it. Open the folder, select your option, drag it over. So you're actually dragging over many different files. And here's the thing. If you do want to change it up, something to note. Like right here, I'm looking at a fence and I've chose fern green. If I want to change that to another color, then what I have to do is go into my mod folder outside of the game. I have to take the fern green option, remove it from my mod folder, and then go down the list, find the other color that I want, and then bring that one back in. Point being, for fence color, door paint, trim paint, building paint, you can only have one of these at a time. Well, I guess technically you could have them all loaded in the folder. It would get a little bit confusing because you actually do have to take the extra step of activating each one. So maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you load them all in and then you just choose which ones are active here and leave the rest deactivated. You cannot have two different building paints activated in this list at the same time. Not sure exactly what would happen, if it would error out or one would be picked over the other, most likely the one on top, but just keep that in mind. You only get one option for each of these: building paint, trim paint, door paint, fence, all that stuff. That's pretty much it. The only other thing is you want to customize your trailers, and I showed you where you can get those files and open up the DDS files and the garage signs, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you have any questions or you have any comments, again, drop them below in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. It's pretty straightforward. Follow the README file for your order and how you can customize all of these things. But such a cool thing by Jab Modshop. Thank you so much for creating this. We don't have to deal with these default SCS garages anymore, and we can customize them and actually have all the room, all these trailers and trucks that we can have in there that we otherwise wouldn't be able to have. I think, not that you can have multiple active trucks or anything like that. This actually gives you the possibility of having all this traffic, I guess, having these parked trailers and trucks. So really cool thing. Takes it up a whole new level, especially if you like the RP, especially if you like you know, kind of an extension of your virtual trucking company. You can kind of have your own home base even when you're doing single player. So anyway, thanks for joining me on the video. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.